Conor Benn calls out Adrien Broner. I mean, this has been a constant thing. As we all know, Adrien Broner, man, he hasn't been the same for years now. Conor Benn is an up-and-coming 147-pounder. Trying to get his name out there. So what I can't understand is, why is he so persistent on fighting Adrien Broner? What does that really do for his career? It's just another name on his career. It's not like Adrien Broner's came off of a string of wins and he's just been winning constantly back to back to back. He hasn't been doing that. He hasn't been impressive for some time now. So for a young buck like Conor Benn to want to persistently chase Adrien Broner, gotta ask yourself, is there something that Conor Benn doubts within himself where he's not calling out these other guys? See, the other young bulls like Jerron Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, they're calling out the top big dogs like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. They're calling these dudes out. That's what Conor Benn should be doing. It's just my opinion on it, man. Fighting AB is like, the way I see it with him is Conor Benn is trying to be is like a bully trying to beat up a person that he knows he probably could beat, but there's these other guys around that he don't want to fight them. He don't want to bully them because he knows it's questionable if he can beat him. Would I like to see Conor Benn fight Adrien Broner? No. If we had an AB where we knew he was going to come back solid, I wouldn't have a problem with him fighting Conor Benn because overall, Adrien Broner is a skillful fighter, man. He has dwindled over time. He doesn't let his hands go. It'll end up being the same situation like in his other fights where he gets, he's fighting, he's just in the ring to get a check almost. And he's not in there letting his hands fly. He'll say that before the fight, but then in the fight, he does something totally different. And that's what would happen if he fought Conor Benn. And he might get hurt in that fight with Conor Benn. I don't want to see AB go out like that. Unless AB just had a severe awakening where he's ready to just let his hands all the way go. And that'll be something to watch, huh? All these fights, AB look questionable and reluctant to throw his hands. Then he gets in there with Conor Benn and smokes him. That'd be something. But AB will have to show me something first. I want to see, because AB's talking about coming back. Then I'm hearing something about health issues. AB was having some kind of health issues, mental health issues. Man, I wish nothing for the best for AB, man. I hate seeing brothers go through stuff like that, in life, man. People trying to rob him for his money and it's all type of foolish shit, man. I understand, trust me. But I say, AB, if he takes like 1 or 2 fights and he's letting his hands go in them fights, looking like the old AB, like the AB from way back, the 140 AB, the early 140s and shit like that. If he does that, then I'll be like, all right, now I can see him stepping it up with Conor Benn. But if he goes in there, he gets some fights before that, and he does the same thing over and over again, there's no need to see a Conor Benn versus Adrien Broner fight. In my opinion, that'll be a very dangerous fight for Adrien Broner. Somebody like Conor Benn, you can't go in there playing. You can't go in there not letting your hands go. It'd be the same if AB was fighting Virgil Ortiz or Jerron Ennis. All these young dudes, you can't go in there affording to play games and not let your hands go with these young bulls. You're going to have to go in there and try to put a clinic on with these young dudes. If you don't, you're going to get seriously hurt. Just my take on it. I just think Conor Benn needs to call out Errol Spence, call out Terrence Crawford, call out Boots Ennis, call out Virgil Ortiz. I don't want to see you trying to pick on the weak right now, because in my opinion, Adrien Broner is in a weak, vulnerable position. So that would be right now an unacceptable fight. Let me know what you think, and I'm out.